This is a short tutorial on the game Noah and Sons Master Shipbuilders by Day 40 Games. The game is set up. 4 leaders are at the ark with a piece of pottery. The other 4 leaders are back home. The turn markers on turn 1. The supplies are above ark, market, and home. And the ark construction pieces are put to the sides. The other pieces are at the bottom. I already went ahead and dealt out 4 cards to each player. We'll assume there's 4 players here. And I put the cards face up so you can better see them. A random roll determines who goes first. And we'll say right here it is Noah is here and Noah's going to go first. So Noah looks at his cards. He doesn't have a red card. He doesn't have to play anything. And he decides to get to the market. He has no 1 or 2 cards to try to roll for stuff. So he figures out, I'll go to the market. He plays a 4 card here for 4 points, discards it, and he moves 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Noah's now in the market. Okay, it comes over here to the next player, and they're going to play a 1 card to try to roll for blueprints. Okay, so this is, let's say, Mzara, and she needs to roll a 9 or higher. She has a 1 card, 9 or higher, they get blueprints. This is a big roll. See, can anybody help? Does anyone have any cards to help? Ooh, early riser. Add an extra die to any 1 roll before rolling. So this is a green response card. Noah will play that to help his wife, Mzara. On a 50%, 4, 5, or 6, he can add a die to her roll, and he gets it. So instead of her rolling 2 dice, she'll now roll 3 dice. So we'll roll the first 2, an additional 1. So she rolls a 9 plus 1. She get a total of 10. And she needs a 9 or higher for blueprints. So blueprints are successful. And she put blueprints over on the turn marker. Okay, so that was very successful. She needed a 9 or higher. Plus she had a bonus die. So that actually worked really in her favor. Okay, next we come over here to, it looks like Seda. And Seda will play Small Crane. May play Small Crane 83% of the time, and anything but a 1 he can play it. A 4, so he's going to play Small Crane and put that marker at the ark. And now that's going to add a +1 for all rolls. So instead of a 9 or higher, you need an 8 or higher. Okay, next player comes here, and this is Adada, and she has a red card, Market Scarcity. She has to play this first. A 50% chance everyone's going to lose 0 to 1 random cards. So 4, 5, 6, this is successful. She's hoping for 1, 2, or 3. She gets a 3. So she does not have to play it as the event. She instead can play it as 4 points. And she can't really do anything with it. She doesn't want to leave here because she wants to roll. She doesn't really want to do anything, so she'll just discard that. Okay, now it comes back to Noah. And he's going to play a 3 card here, Rats. But there's a 50% chance he'll lose supplies if there's any supplies at the ark. But there aren't any. So he doesn't have to worry about that. He can just play it for 3 points. And at the market, his supply goes from 0 to 3. So he's gathering supplies up there at the market. Okay, we come over here, and Mzara will play Cats for 1 point. And she's going to try for provisions. She needs a 9 or higher, +1 for the Small Crane, and 8 or higher. And she will roll for provisions. 10! Wow, I have hot dice this morning. So she gets it. Wow, this is going really good. So she gets provisions also on turn 1. So the team is doing fantastically well this turn. That was fantastic. Okay, next player over here comes. And they've already done blueprints and provisions. So the next step is hire workers on a 2 card. So they'll play a 2 card here to hire workers. And they need a 9 or higher +1 for the crane, 8 or higher. And this is, I think, Seda is playing this. 6. So it doesn't make it, but it was a good try. Next we come over here. And again, now you need a 2 card. And this person will play Japheth's Crops, add 1 to 6 supplies at home when Japheth at home. Japheth is at home. Roll a 6-sided die. 3 supplies are built at home. He's just farming. Okay, this is Noah's last card. He can either take 1 card from the pile, or he can play it for points. So he could guarantee 4 points or go for a roll. He decides to try or go for a roll. 50% chance, 4, 5, or 6. He fails, so he doesn't get to try to get a card out of the deck. He could have drawn like a 2 card, and then the following turn played it and tried for hiring workers. Okay, now we come to Mzara. So Noah's out of cards. He's done. We come to Mzara. She has a 2 card, and she's going to try to roll. Or she can do wagons. She can place wagons at the market or roll on the chart. It's a tough decision what to make. She decides to go for roll on the chart, and she's going to try to roll a 9 or higher, +1, 8 or higher. 7. She just misses it. Okay, next we come to Seda, and they're going to have a 4 card here, Japheth's Crops. Japheth is home, so A 3, he farms 3 more supplies at home. So supplies at home go to 6. Next player comes back here, and they have a dot of pottery. They place a pottery piece. So they'll place a pottery piece at the ark. So now the ark has, instead of 1, 2 pottery. Noah's out, comes to the last card. It is a 3 card. Place clean animals after compartments. Well, compartments aren't built, so it's just a 3 card. A 2 card for hiring workers is needed, so it doesn't really do anything. Just discard it. Preach righteousness may move Noah to the market. Noah's already at the market, and you need a 2 card, not a 3 card, so just forfeit those points. They don't want to really leave. And last is a 1 card. The 1 cards are done now. We're now on the 2 card, hire workers. And they don't want to really move anybody, so they'll just discard that. So that was the end of turn 1. You can see what happened. They were very successful. They got a piece of pottery. They got a small crane, and they completed blueprints and provisions. The turn marker will go to turn 2. And I believe at the end of the turn, all the leaders go back at the end of the turn. So the leaders will go back home after putting in a hard day's work. And then the players can pick 4 new players if they want. They don't have to come with the same people. Generally, Noah is very good at the market, and Japheth is very good to leave home because he can farm crops. And anyway, so that's turn 1. On turn 2, we'll deal 4 new cards out to the players. There'll be a random roll to see who goes first. And then it just goes around in clockwise order. Red cards have to be played first, and green cards can be played at any time. Their goal is to complete all 12 events and get 40 supplies. You have to build the wagons and move them over from the market 1, 2, 3, 4 and get them to the ark. And that's it. So that was the first turn of the game.